All right, so welcome to another one. As I said before, there's so many things I want to say that sometimes it can just be too much. Most I want to, sort, that just becomes too much. And so yesterday I was thinking, what am I going to speak of today? I was thinking, and didn't have an answer when I went to bed. But then I woke up and I saw a text that a friend had sent in a group chat. Something along the lines of, sometimes I think how my life would have panned out if I didn't go to that one bodybuilding show 2 years ago, all alone. And then I was like, yeah, this is the one. And what he said made me think of what my Uncle Simon said. My Uncle Simon is my grandfather's brother. He lives up the road, as they say in Trinidad, about 4 houses up. He is 180 centimeters tall. Every time I've seen him, he wears his dress pants. He has his shirt tucked in. He has his glasses, bald head that shines in the Caribbean sun. And he's the type of person when he walks into the room, he doesn't immediately, take control like an authoritarian. But he sits back and he listens. And once he gets asked something or gets an opportunity to speak, he takes a moment, smiles, because he knows what he's going to say. And I think that many people would view a character like Uncle Simon and think that he's a person that, talks a lot but doesn't say anything. I've never viewed him that way. Not at all. When Uncle Simon talks, I listen. So what he said was that stuck to me. One thing they said last summer was that sometimes you meet people and you might not remember what you spoke about or the trivial details. You might not even remember the name. But what you do remember is the impression they made on you. You remember if this was a person that you'd like to keep at, arm's length at all times, or if this was a person that you wanted, in your circle, close to you. You remember that very vividly, although the details might, subside. And when I thought of that, I then started thinking of my mother and what she said once. My mother's a psychologist. One thing that she has said one of the many things that she said that stuck to me is that everything you need to know about a person, or clients in our case, you can tell within the first hour of meeting them. This is in the context of, a client to psychologist relationship. Everything you need to know is in there in the first hour. It's just a matter of seeing it or not, having the tools to see it or not having them. And I didn't really understand what she meant at first, but then she clarified and she said that all the characteristics and all the values and all the things that they do or don't do, you can see in that first interaction. So everything that they repress, everything that they hide, everything that they display is their character. And sometimes you can see it, sometimes you cannot. And to show that I understood what she meant, I made an analogy or a reference to The Gladiator. And if you haven't seen The Gladiator, then I wouldn't even say spoiler alert because you are just not a person that I would like to affiliate with. So then Gladiator, the movie opens with him, walking through this field, dragging his hand through the weeds. And when you see for the first time, that's just all it is. But when you get later into the movie, you realize that it's shown to you that what he was doing was he's walking through Elysium, their version of heaven, and going to meet his wife and his child, his son. But you only realize that once you've seen the entire movie. You saw the end of the movie in the beginning, but you didn't have the tools to see it then. But as my mom said, everything you need to know is in there. It's just a matter of seeing it. So when you do see characteristics where you get an impression that this person is a person I'd like to keep at arm's length, then do so. Our instincts have developed over thousands of years to keep us safe. And so there's merit to them. If you do get an impression that you don't really have an impression yet, maybe this is just a matter of maybe then it's just a matter of not having the tools to see it. So just give it more time. But if you do see certain qualities and certain characteristics and you get a positive impression of them, then run with it. Embrace them, treat them as you like to be treated, show them affection. Throughout life, we meet different people that you can just tell that something about them is right. You can tell that this person is going to, quote unquote, make it. This person's an individual that's a positive influence to the world. And so my recommendation is just to hang on tight to them, to water the grass where you stand, to always be loyal to them, to have their best interests at heart, and to nurture that relationship. And again, to the people that you don't get a positive impression from, let them live their life and you live yours. Enough with the ranting. I have shit to do. I'll be training upper. As I've said many times now, this is crunch time. Don't have a lot of time, as someone pointed out to me yesterday. So let's make the days count. Let's get to it. So if you have a good memory, if you care to be asked, this upper session is a bit different than the one you've seen me do before. And not anything magical. I did Pec Fly, the Nautilus, and the dip. And I swapped it so I know I have the incline, the Pec Fly, the incline, and the dip. And a push, I rearranged some stuff as well, And there's nothing magical about it. Fuck the intricacies. The take-home point is to choose patterns that fit you well. I know that if I were to press in a Smith machine, the yield I get from that is basically nothing. I know I have to have something converging, and I also have to have something that works resistance profile-wise. I am a shit presser, and I know that if I make shit decisions, then that would just be exacerbated even further. So take-home is this. Pick movements that both feel great, that you're able to progress, and then everything else around that just is allowed to fall with me. As William says, something special happens when black and white meets. Of course, the essence at the end of black and white is silence. There are many examples of this. I mean, remember the Titans? Coach Carter, to some extent. You have, what's his name? Dave and Glastonbury, Thiago Silva. Of course, Nate and William. So I've had a good run running that up the top set, being able to incrementally add more weights, but I'm at kind of a sticking point there. So I'll keep going out that way, progress the reps, touch them up a bit, and then progress from there. That being said, even though that was a bit sloppy and a bit below the rep range, what that enables me to do in the subsequent sets and the rest of the pull work, it's still worth it in this context, in a surplus, all the way up, recovery metrics on point. I can afford this. And not only afford, but the ROI, the return on investment, is quite great. So I did 5 plates and 17.5 kilos for 5, and now it's like 4.5 for a spin, like 10 or 11. So don't just view one set in isolation and try to extrapolate that into everything that an individual does. Rather see the session and these sessions in their entirety and see what they're able to do. All right, that's it for the session, wrapped up. About this. Flex really loses limbs for no reason at all. His legs. This needs to progress, and the ancillaries need to come in. So anyways, thanks for watching. If you do enjoy the videos, channel, and anything that comes with it, then leave a like, comment, subscribe, anything. I will keep it pushing from here. But have a good day.